Web 3.0 is coming, and its goal is to decentralize the internet, much like decentralized finance is, well, decentralizing finance. But for Web 3.0 to become a reality, all of the logistics need to be in place for it to succeed. The blockchain and cryptocurrency are both going to be massive forces in the success of Web 3.0. In this video, we'll go over 5 different cryptocurrencies that will be key to the transition between Web 2 and Web 3. For Web 3.0 to become a reality, you'll need to actually be able to access it. The catch is this access has to be decentralized. This is where Helium and the Helium network comes into play. Helium is one of the most popular Web 3.0 cryptos. It offers a web service build to compete with the huge ISPs like Verizon and AT&T. It uses the blockchain alongside physical access points to allow users all over the world wireless internet access. Users can go buy hardware and effectively create a mesh network, which means there will be no need to rely on all of the ISPs and their infrastructure. The one cool thing about all of this and the Helium network is when someone uses your physical access point, you actually get paid in Helium coin. This incentivizes users to actually have these hotspots and physically maintain them, especially in high internet traffic areas. Helium is also on the cutting edge of technology, making some of their hardware 5G compatible, so everything is as fast as it could be. So the Helium network can provide basic access to Web 3.0, but there needs to be some applications actually running in Web 3.0. A cryptocurrency called Flux aims to do just that, making apps decentralized. Think of Flux as a Web 3.0 development sandbox. Users can develop Web 3.0 applications and then deploy them across networks. This is all made possible by Flux OS, an operating system specifically for Fluxcoin. Now, Flux really runs on something we call blockchain as a service. This allows users and businesses to utilize Flux OS in kind of a decentralized cloud computing environment. Now, because of this ability to deploy decentralized applications, they're touting themselves as kind of the AWS of Web 3.0. So just think cloud computing, but you're not controlled by Amazon or Microsoft. Flux is always beefing up their product offerings, and its coin just reached an all-time high, but look for it to keep climbing in the near future. In the current Web 2.0 structures, the storage of files and data often relies on a centralized cloud computing service like AWS or Google Cloud. Filecoin is trying to change that for Web 3.0. Much like it sounds, Filecoin wants to be the AWS of Web 3.0. The Filecoin network is a decentralized storage network to really combat those centralized file stores like AWS. Filecoin touts itself on being able to store anything and everything. Audio, video, text, documents. If you can save it, Filecoin can store it. It claims to be secure enough to store personally identifiable information and even company secrets. Being on the blockchain allows Filecoin to really build upon that cryptography to keep files secure. Filecoin also claims that its services will be cheap enough for the masses and that they really want to focus on scalability. The cool thing about Filecoin is, much like the Helium network, people can set up their own storage nodes and allow people to store things on their infrastructure, thereby earning them more Filecoin. Now don't worry, everything that's being stored will be encrypted, so those that do have the infrastructure won't actually be able to see the contents of the files they're storing. This is really crowdsourcing at its finest, specifically what Web 3.0 aims to do. Filecoin also wants to be sure to intelligently store your data so it's quickly accessible. Now, I definitely think Filecoin will rival AWS in the near future. Now we're coming to the big coin of Web 3.0, and that is Polkadot. Polkadot is one of the largest cryptos in the world, coming in at the 9th largest crypto, and it is leading the charge for Web 3.0. Polkadot rides the idea of having parachains. Parachains are unique to the Polkadot system, and they really present a highly scalable and appealing way to weave together applications. Rather than hosting everything on the blockchain, parachains are actually offshoots of a single node on the blockchain. Now, this idea is definitely a little complicated to comprehend, but these parachains are so sought after that developers fight tooth and nail at auctions for these parachains. Currently, there are only 100 parachains on the network, but this is expected to grow exponentially. The Polkadot network has nearly $1 billion, that's right, $1 billion to fund all of its projects. Now, these loans will be dispersed at will to the community. Our last Web 3.0 crypto is Kusama, a close brother to Polkadot. Kusama is kind of a way of investing into Polkadot. Before any parachains are auctioned off on Polkadot, Kusama acts like a test drive for applications. Kusama also has parachains that developers can use to test and work out any kinds of kinks prior to a full rollout. It's expected that the rise of Polkadot will also lead to the rise of Kusama down the road. Those two coins, Kusama and Polkadot, will be at the forefront of Web 3.0 application development. Web 3.0 will be here before you know it, so if you guys have any questions or want me to cover any other Web 3.0, crypto, or other finance topics, definitely let me know down below in the comments. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.